All righty, just check to see if we got some sound coming out back in here. And we do. Okay. Gotta set this up the way I like it. And we shall get rocking and rolling in a second. All right, ladies, gentlemen, pronouns, lend me your ears. Crazy get back for another live stream. It's Monday night, and it's basically time to hang out, chat, shoot the breeze about whatever. Hey, Lean, how are you doing? Good morning. Yes, you're in the Philippines. That's right. So, what are you up to today? I'm all the way over here in Canada, literally on the other side of the planet. We're on the evening side of yesterday for you. So, that's good that you're doing good. How's your channel doing? Let's see. $71. Yeah. Everybody starts off at 0, and it's just a matter of, their videos, their live streams if they do them, their connection with their audience. Eventually we find that magic formula for ourselves that works, and all of a sudden channels start blowing up and start getting more popular, and that'll happen for you as well. But today we're just a regular, just see what topics come up, and let's just talk about them and have some fun. What kind of stuff do you do on your channel? StreamYard's messed all the settings up. I can't switch to my lapel mics, so that's kind of annoying me a bit. I can't even switch to the camera that I want to use because they've done some updating and messed around with some of the settings. Now it's just locked onto my old webcam, and it's inboard or onboard microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Hopefully you guys can see me all right. But that's basically what's going on with that. Just nothing I can do about it. I'm not a computer programmer. I'm basically one of those, like buy a computer to basically have a $2,700 deck of cards hanging around. But, so I've been trying to get a new doctor recently because I got some medical forms that I got to get filled in and whatnot for getting my ID updated, and what a bunch of hoops I got to jump through just in order to have my picture taken the way it needs to be taken for my own protection, and their processing so I can have picture ID. But just some of the things that I got to jump through just just to have the same things that other people have is just nuts. But it's what I got to do what I got to do with the conditions I've got and the situation I've got. So, can't really complain too much because, this is the affliction that's affecting me. I just gotta, go with the flow and kind of run with the punches, and hopefully I can come out on top, a winner. So, but I'll wait for a few more people to show up and see about having some fun, having some good conversation. I sent a message out to RJ to see if he wanted to join the panel. I think that would be fun. But is what it is. If he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We don't get too much interaction in the chat, then I'll probably just shut this down, probably half an hour or so. And, I get bored talking to myself. I do it all day long. I don't need to be doing it at night as well. But I got some exciting news. The drone that I ordered came in, and this is the little guy right here. It weighs next to nothing. Like next to nothing. I didn't realize how light these things were. And like I haven't flown it outside yet, but I did fly it around in my apartment a little bit. And I need practice. I need a lot of practice. But this thing here's got it's fun to operate. Like it goes up and down and side to side. Does a bunch of stuff. So once I get used to this, I want to take some videos like going along the water at the lake, or not at the lake, at the river downtown. Do some shots like that, and maybe put some music behind it. Do some shots, do some video capturing of some of the places that put up Christmas decorations and whatnot, and go through their display, and have different displays, like a collage, and then maybe make a Christmas video out of it. But I gotta learn how to use this. This is the controller, and all I know how to do is just get it to take off, and then kind of like hover and hum around a little bit. But I don't really have it down yet. I only got it yesterday, so I don't even know what some of these buttons do. I got to download a user manual on this to actually learn how to use it. So that's the drone. That's the controller, and that's the drone. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna talk to the guy who owns the house next door. He's got a long backyard, and see if he'll let me go back there and get used to maneuvering with that thing. So this right here, when I go to make my shots for my videos for going around the park and down by the river and downtown or whatever like that, or at the car shows or whatever, then I can I'll be more confident and more capable of taking shots that I want to take. But it's something to get used to, something to get get working on. So, you know me, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to try and do it the fun way. So, but yeah, I don't know exactly what topic to talk about. I don't want to be talking about politics, religion, or gender-related issues, because those are topics that cause arguments, and I don't want that kind of stuff. But what else is there going on? My brother bought this new card game that we played on Wednesday over at my cousin's place, and boy, oh boy, this card game, it was fun. It was quite interesting. It's a resource building card collecting game called Splendor, and on the box, it's got this picture of a Spanish-looking fellow that's in Spanish attire. And I said to my brother, I just turned the box over and I went, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." And he goes, "Yeah, that looks like the guy from The Princess Bride." So when I saw that, I started laughing. I was like, "That's funny." And then I showed it to my cousin's wife, and she was like, "Yeah, he does look like that." So, but yeah, trying to get a doctor in Canada now is nuts. Oh, call this number, and then they set you up with this other number. Then, if you're not 60 years old, you get this endless loop, and they basically tell you, "Oh, the number has changed," and give you the number you dialed to call that number, to talk to that robot. It's like, are you absolutely serious here? You changed the number to the number I'm talking to you on, and you're saying that the number has changed to the number that I'm talking to you on. All because I said I'm not 60 years old. And then if you say, "Yes, I am 60, you end up getting switched over to this Life Labs or Life Alert, and they want to sell you this freaking medical alert bracelet and button. I'm like, no, I don't need that. What I need is a doctor. That's what I called this for, a doctor, not a necklace. And then when I finally got a hold of somebody, all of a sudden now you got to register with this group, and then they put your name in a pool, and then when a doctor says, "Okay, I'm looking for 50 patients," well, if you're on the top of the list, they hand you over. And then you got to go and have an interview with the doctor, and it's like, okay, I've never interviewed somebody for a job. So, it's like, when did I become the employer of a doctor? I know it's my body, my health, so he should be doing what I need him to do, or her, whichever, gender the doctor is. And it doesn't bother me if I have a female doctor or a male doctor. I just want a competent doctor. Does not matter what gender they are. I want the one who's the most competent, the most capable of taking care of me in the proper way. I don't want to be on some stupid medication that's, not required, just because they say, "Oh, you look like you're a little too overweight. I'm going to put you on this, and here's all the side effects for it. it's going to destroy your liver, your lungs, your heart, your bowel movements. You're going to have anal seepage. You're going to, no. I think I'll just take I'll just stay 5 pounds overweight. Like seriously. And then you got to be put on a whole maraca, like a cereal bowl full of medication, just to fix all the crap that the first medication caused. It's like, seriously? Nope, we got to do this a different way. I'm not the kind of person that goes into the doctor for a sniffle. If I got the sniffles, I'll buy a box of Kleenex and then just ride it out. If I cut my finger, I've got Band-Aids. I know enough about first aid to, put that back on. Put that back together again. But if I broke my leg or whatever, doc, fix it. It's a little bit past my pay grade, So, it's just, I don't spend a whole lot of time going, I need to go to the hospital for this. I need to go to the doctor for that. No. I feel good. I'm not going. But that's just the way I do things. So I don't know what else I got going on other than I got a couple of comments that were blocked by YouTube's blocked words list. People wanting me to, hello Nicole, people wanting me to do a reaction on their personal karaoke at home. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing karaoke at home. No, I don't do videos on that. Because I would rather not do a video on something than to do a video with an honest opinion that I personally didn't like the sound of it or the way that they approached the music or delivered it, and put that out on the internet for people to come back on that other person to, basically say, yeah, he's right, No, I'd rather not do that and then, let them not have to deal with other people doing the same thing to them. I don't want to be the spearhead of that. So I just prefer not to do any kind of videos of somebody doing karaoke of, I did a rock version of this country song, and then I looked at it and I was like, nope. I just, this week my parents finally got a fridge that worked from the company that they bought a fridge from, and got everything all situated and straightened around a little bit. So I will be getting to those songs, Nicole, this week. They probably won't be published for a couple months, but I'll be checking them out and giving them refining the information about them this week coming up. But I do have to go out tomorrow and get my ID taken care of. Otherwise, I'm going to be ID-less. And here in Canada, if a police officer stops you on the street and asks for your ID, you have to present a valid ID. If you don't, they can hold you until valid ID comes. Like somebody brings your valid ID to show who you are. That's one of the differences between Canada and the United States. The police have a right to ask you for your ID, and you have to show it to them. They don't go around bugging people about, give me your ID, show me your ID, tell me who you are. They don't care unless you look like somebody who did something, close proximity to a person who broke the law that they're looking for. Other than that, they won't bug you. So I got to get that taken care of. Plus, it's easier to keep your ID going than it is to get it renewed, like get it started all over again. Let me tell you, it was a pain in the butt the first time. But other than that, I've got a whole heck of a lot going on. Got the drone. And it was kind of funny because my buddy from South Africa, he texted, he messaged me on Telegram. He says, "So you got your pilot's license yet? You going to come over and get me?" And I was like, "No, I haven't got my pilot's license yet." And he was like, "Oh, you haven't got your drone yet?" And I was like, "No, I ordered one, but I didn't get it yet." So then I was getting ready to go to my parents' place for Sunday dinner and watch the NASCAR race. And I went downstairs, a little bit early, so I could go outside and have a cigarette and check the mail and, yada, yada, yada. So I get to the door, and I'm at the mailbox, and I open up my mailbox. There's nothing in there. And as I'm shutting the mailbox, my key's still in there. This guy comes in with a package. And I was like, "What number is that for?" And he goes, he said the number. And I was like, "Well, that's my place." So he gave me the package. Then I shut the door on my mailbox. So he's like, "Yep, that's yours." You got the key to that mailbox. It's yours. So I was like, that's a shock. As my buddy from South Africa mentions the drone, it come in that day. I was like, cool. Talk about coincidence. He must have been like, talking to a higher power or something. So to say, "Hey, you want to get that thing over there now?" But that's just my buddy George. It's just he's a really good guy. I don't know what else is going on. Yeah, the drone came with the 32. I have no idea how big that is. That way? They come with a chip, and good thing I got a chip reader. So this way here I can transfer my videos that I make and edit them and stuff like that. So, but I think I'm gonna pretty much end this because I'm not getting any engagement in the chat. So, until the next time we see each other, I wish you all peace, love, and happiness.